Hey, right. We are back here again. Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. Today, I want us to learn quickly how to buffer our work. So, for example, you have a vector data, you are required to buffer it. Right, I am here to help. Quickly in QGIS, how to buffer. I think, um, okay, so in my last video, I told you we learned how to basically make uh, add layers, vector layers to our GIS. So we have an assignment. So quickly that was done. So you can refer to that video and learn how to add that. So through that process, that is how I added it. And so we want to buffer this. Buffering data. It's in QGIS is basically about vector data, so polygons, polylines, or dots. So these are the things you can buffer. Okay, it's hard to buffer pictures. I've not tried that, and I don't think it works unless it's been converted into a vector layer. Okay, or vector data. Sorry. Now you have this data and you want to buffer it. For example, you've been given assignment and you have to buffer this. Maybe some feet or meters or like the distance has been given you. So how do you buffer that? Quickly, I want to help in doing that. So it's a vector data. We have to buffer that. So I'm using this. This is the Volta Lake in Ghana, and I'm using this as an example. Okay. So I want to buffer this. Maybe the distance will be 5,000 meters. Okay, that is very large. Okay, very huge distance. But let's try that for the sake of visibility. So I'm using that because there is no standard actually that gives that distance in Ghana here 5,000 meters long. A water body, lake, oh, not actually. But let's try that for visibility sake. So you come to your vector data because vector toolbar, because it is vector data, so we'll definitely find it there. What we basically want to do is geoprocess dates. Okay, so when you come to your vector layer, there are several tools you can explore. Okay, now we need geoprocessing tools, and basically when you come there, you have your buffer. This is so simple. Okay, so it's that simple, and interesting we are learning this together. So you come to buffer just like that. Okay, so if we had many shape files actually at the layer side, they would the first one would have been selected, but because it's a single one, this is selected. If one was selected, you don't need that, then you just change it here by dropping down and select the one you want, but the correct one is actually taken. Now we want the distance. So let's say you've been asked to use 5,000 meters as I want to use. So you enter that here. If this was not in meters, let's say for example it's in kilometers, then you get that change to meters and enter the accurate distance you're going to use. Okay. Other things you can leave them. Maybe you want it to be round, you want it to be flat, the end cap style, whatever you want it to be, you can change it actually here. But I will leave it as round. Okay, and other things I will leave it except to dissolve the result. So I want to dissolve the result. So the Python identify, so it should be dissolved. Okay, so I want this to be dissolved. After this, there's nothing to do. So I'll just run my buffer calculations, and that should give me a good result, by the way. Now at the end, it has been buffered. Okay, so I drop this down just to see, and it's correctly buffered. Okay, so I have my work buffered. Maybe I just want to change this. So you can actually edit this, and I think you know how to do that. Okay, but I want to change the color, the symbology. So maybe I come here, I change it to maybe green. Yeah, so I want to buffer it green. Okay, so this is the buffer. Right, so maybe I want to just edit this and additional thing. So I'll say the buffer zone of the Volta Lake. Okay, so at the Volta Lake in Ghana. All right. Okay, so I'm done. All right. So quickly, that is how we buffer our works, and I think this will be helpful in your assignment. If you are given assignment to buffer, this is simply how to get that done, and I hope this is helpful. And thank you. See you another time. Bye bye.